We're going to take another look at this map here that you could find at most local gas stations in our county, which I think is pretty cool. Some people might find it corny. And I'll go ahead and pause it here for a second, just in case anyone wants to read those details there. And so it shows you according to their information. And I'll tell you right off the bat that this map needs to be updated, and it's a reason why, one of the reasons why I'm showing it, because I think this is a useful tool. Some might think it's a joke, but I think they're on with a lot of the locations, and these are, they claim, some of the most credible sightings and reports. I'll also be showing some of the areas where I do my thing, and some areas where I've gone, and areas I would like to go. And so we'll go ahead and start off. Let's see where we're at here. So most of my areas I've done. Let's see. This is a good area here, Fort Bragg. It's a coastal town, and I have spent some time there, and some bizarre stories have come out of this Highway 1 area. I'm sure all the way down, also all the way down. Missing people, UFO sightings, Bigfoot sightings. Beyond Creepy on YouTube did a cool video, I'm sure I've mentioned it, called Strange Mendocino. And some of it's kind of really bizarre, but if you get into the missing persons, and there's other stuff on that video that he touched on that was really good and really interesting, and I'm sure that that stuff is going on. And I've looked into certain cases of missing people in all these areas, and there's some strange ones out there. Anyway, so I've done a little bit of stuff, yeah, there in Fort Bragg and all along the one. And I feel, yeah, there's some, I think even, who is it, further up north, around this area here, I think L. Ron Hubbard has some sort of cavern or some weird stuff going on in that Petrolia area, I've heard. Just to mention some trippy things from the area. Let's see where we're at. So yeah, definitely this area here. I know there's things going on, and we got a couple sightings, it looks like. And so the ones with the numbers, if you turn the map around, there's you just find the number and it tells you the sighting or whatever. And then there's a section with more recent sightings. And you could just pause this wherever you're at if you want to read further. So this one starts at 1 up here. And that number 1 is actually right at one of my beach areas. And you can read there. One was struck coming across that 101 highway, and that's the highway that I've shown you guys before. Many roadside crossings there. I actually had my second sighting right up in that area. Roadside also is going across the same highway. So I know they cross there a lot. And what is it? RMSO organization recently, I think a couple days ago, just uploaded a video of that whole area. And those are my beach areas there, actually. So if you want to hear more details of those areas, check out that video. I usually don't recommend other people's stuff, but yeah, those guys are everywhere and doing a lot of work. So, and I found it cool that they did a little something from that area there. It jumps over this way. This way. So there's about, is it 100? Just hold this here for a second, in case anyone's interested in some of the cases, encounters. So back to the other side. So I was pointing out, let's see, I'm usually all throughout here. I've been into this area once, and that's off the bat. Look at that. Many tracks and sightings. That's Bluff Creek. And thanks to the Bluff Creek project, they took me down into the sighting, the famous Patterson-Gimlin sighting area. And I hope to do that again. Hopefully, I'm sure they might do it this year again. There we got Hoopa Reservation. David Politis did several years of research and wrote a few books while he was doing his thing in that area. Willow Creek. You know, there's even a movie out called Willow Creek. If you're into Bigfoot, it's a good one to watch. So I got a couple spots here, areas where I could stay and where I have my gear. And so yeah, all this here, I want to definitely do some more stuff in this area here. Where's Happy Camp? And I know there's a lot more cases from these areas. Oric for sure, on up to Crescent City, I'm sure on the coast. There's a video, I think in 2005, of these two boys that recorded a Bigfoot, and I'm sure I believe it's legit, and it's out of this area up here. I'm sure you could still look that up on YouTube. I've done some stuff here at Weaverville, just Trinity County. Got Bigfoot there, and yeah, all this area, Lewiston, Whiskey Lake, Whiskey Town, actually. I'm sorry. And where is it? So if you go, yeah, right across from Bluff Creek, there's Mount Shasta. This whole area, go straight across. Mount Shasta, it's famous. They believe that's one of the Earth's chakras there. Lemurians, little people, Bigfoots, aliens, UFOs, all that stuff. This is a heavy hot spot for all that. And we did a couple nights there. We've gone there a couple times and didn't find too much. I did do a little bit of recording, but nothing worthy of putting up. But I do want to head back there and do some more. No, actually, I'm wrong. I did find a large pile of scat. I did upload a video of that, and it's one of my first videos. What else did we find? I got, yeah, a couple interesting stories having to do with scat there. So we did get a little action. But I do want to return. And yeah, we got what over back in Weaverville, Trinity County. What is it? Shasta Trinity. I think it might be the National Forest that they got there. Some strange missing person cases and many Bigfoot stories. I also noticed this area here, Oroville. We got Chico, and I got family. I have ties to Chico also, and they've told me many stories of Chico, and it's a great town, party town too. There's a university there, so I do want to visit one day. And Oroville also has some strange missing person cases going way back to some minors and some recent cases. And look at that, it looks like a hot spot all around that area. So I do want to hit that area also. And then right down there you have Lake Tahoe, and that should have a lot more sightings and activity. They say there's a lake monster in there, and I've also done some stuff there, but the snow was just so heavy. I didn't get to do much. I did a quick little pan of the lake. That was about it. So I do want to head back there and do some more stuff, maybe with better weather. There's Mono Lake. Some video and stories and cases out of there for sure. I've also done some stuff, look at that, right outside of San Francisco. Got some stuff going on outside of Oakland too. Yeah, Mount Tam, I've done some stuff and found some crazy structures. See, Santa Cruz should also have a lot more sightings. I know there's a lot more going on down there, and just overall in general. So it'd be cool to get with these guys and dig up some more information and update this map. Santa Cruz, they got the museum there. Who is it? Michael Rugg, I believe, has a cool Bigfoot museum. I'd like to check that out. And heading back up to Willow Creek is also the museum there, and I want to head back and get better video. Maybe do a live stream from there. Last time I think I was recording sideways. And so yeah, this is a quick little look at this map again. We could take a look at it at any other time. If anyone wants to look up a particular area and see if there's sightings, we could come back to it. And yeah, Lake County too, a lot of stuff going on there. I've gone through there a lot, and just a lot of abduction stuff I've heard, and we've seen some strange lights out that way as well. And several other places is up here is where I get the orbs and just structures, prints, and yeah, I just wanted to touch base with you and show you this little map. I'm sure there's stuff I'm forgetting to mention, but yeah, there it is.